Well, I am live on both YouTube and X. I have two YouTube channels. Both I have Transparency and Merit and Inflammatory Talk. And my X channels are also Transparency and Merit, Walk Against the Woke, and Mr. Midnight Movie. I am on all of those channels. And I just am out here today, just bloviating, looking for acceptance out there in the friendly, wide, beautiful world that we live in. Hopefully, there are people with objective minds and free, objective minds that look at the world and perhaps see a little bit of wonder in it. I didn't always feel that way. And, my first days of struggle where I kind of developed my ego was about when I was 18 or 19. And I might have been 20. And there was a recession going on in America. Probably, perhaps even a worldwide recession. And I decided to just put my best foot forward and take whatever they were going to give me. And it was a hard job at demolition and moving Techline furniture. And I knew nothing. But I was eager to learn and just be a happy camper. Anyway, so Joey usually is here on these shows, and but today he had a little, he had to run a few errands, and he's out. Perhaps he'll do a response show. It's always good to do a response show and get to, listen to his perspective. He is the one who provides the great AI artwork that I am so, happy with. And again, I recommend that people learn this and get into it just because it is a new form of technology. And it can be used, it can be weaponized against you. So it's good to go out there and learn to the best of your ability. This is great colors, a woman here, a little bit tatted up or whatever. And I wrote a little song about the American dream. It's acoustic American Dreams, acoustic reflective pop, and it's about the American dream and buying homes. So let's play this real quick. Well, I maybe invest a few things in Gork.
Stand in the street. Used to live where families meet. Now the dreams we chase slip away. Wondering what price we pay. Got to work late through the night. Still can't buy a home is right. Prices rising, dreams go thin. Where did it end? Where did it begin? What happened to the American dream? Doesn't cost too much, is it out of speed? What happened to dreams of old? Did we trade them in silver and gold? In my hometown we used to believe. Now it feels like hearts up our sleeves. Chasing shadows, losing sleep. Hoping that the future's sweet. Memories of the days gone by, living in the place where dreams don't die. Now the chase is harder to compete, finding shelter on restless feet. What happened to the American dream? Doesn't cost too much, is it out of steam? What happened to dreams of old? Did we trade them in silver and gold? What happened to the American dream? Doesn't cost too much, is it out of steam?
All right, folks.
What happened?
So survival is not, it is, for survival, is it smart to keep your ego in check? Survival of the fittest, they say, but sometimes survival of the funniest might just be the key to the game. After laughter is the best medicine, and a good sense of humor can get you through the toughest of times. So keep your ego in check and your funny bone intact. And this one's called Survival of the Funniest. Playful pop, another song out there. I know if you guys may not enjoy the song, so give a good thumbs down if you don't like this song, even though the ADL has taken away our thumbs down privileges. There's a guy named Pepe Grillo that always gives me a thumb down because I took away his job at Meatspin.
In the jungle of life we play. They say the strong survive today, but with a smile and a giggle, hey, we're finding another way. Strength ain't always muscle tone. A joke can cut a blade of stone. With laughter you are not alone. It's strength in a warm-hearted zone. Ha ha ha, laugh it off, let's go. Ha ha ha, more than you know. With a laugh and a grin, the good times begin. Survival of the funniest show. Through the rain and through the storm, a laugh will keep your spirit warm. Find the joy in simple form. When life's a joke, you've been reborn. Life's a comedy on the stage. Turn your tears to a smile of rage. Flip the script on every page. Laugh it up, break out the cage. Ha ha ha, laugh it off, let's go. Ha ha ha, more than you know. With a laugh and a grin, the good times begin. Survival of the funniest show. A laugh will keep your spirit warm. Find the joy in simple form. When life's a joke, you've been reborn. Through the rain and through the storm, a laugh will keep your spirit warm. Find the joy in simple form. When life's a joke, you've been reborn. Life's a comedy on the stage. Turn your tears to a smiling rage. Flip the script on every page. Laugh it up, break out the cage. Ha ha ha, laugh it off, let's go. Ha ha ha, more than you know. More than you know. Laugh and grin, the good times begin. Survival of the funniest show.
Oh, we went into the next song. Okay. So I'm looking here about being funny. What is the secret to being funny? Well, it's trying to catch a greased piglet at a county fair. It's all about timing, surprise, and a dash of absurdity, which is some people have said is this show. And that's okay because sometimes things don't make sense, kind of like woke leftism. But seriously, there are a few tricks up my sleeve, which this is Gork. Is it? Oh, Grok. It sounds like Gork, but it's actually the name is Grok, Mr. Grok. Okay. Okay, and now I lost my place, but surprise, dash of a few tricks of, or should I say, in my circus that can help you tickle the funny bone. Number one, timing is everything. Just like a timed joke can make a room erupt in laughter, a poorly timed joke can make it fall flatter than a pancake. So practice your comic timing. And remember, it's not just about what you say, but when you say it. So I guess, like a funeral or robbery, that's not a good joke. Anyway, the element of surprise. A good joke often takes an unexpected turn. It's like finding a unicorn in the backyard. It's surprising, delightful, and a little bit magical. So don't be afraid to throw in a curveball every now and then. Number three, be reliable. The best humor often comes from shared experiences. So tap into those everyday moments that we can all relate to, like the trials and tribulations of trying to assemble IKEA furniture or the never-ending battle against the dreaded reply all email. Don't take yourself too seriously. Remember, the world is pretty funny. Pretty funny place. If you don't take a step back and look at it with a sense of humor, so don't be afraid to laugh at yourself every now and then. It's a great way to lighten the mood and show that you don't take yourself too seriously. And again, practice, practice, practice. Yada, 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 yada. So I was expecting this to be a two-man show with Joey, but Joey, like I said, had errands to run, and that's okay because I should be able to do things on my own and work for the survival. And I have found that keeping your ego in check, being as humble as you can, and expressing your knowledge when it is necessary and wanted. A lot of times we will go overboard and not do things that are necessary. When you're at work, you have to be in the presence, willing to work, and putting your best foot forward. And ego plays a harmful role in that. If you think you're too good, unless you really are good, a lot of times if a person is really good, they can have that ego. But even if you're good and you're talented, a lot of times the ego will get in the way of that and will be rather detrimental to the workplace. And if somebody doesn't like you, if a supervisor doesn't like you, he may not promote you even if you have the skill. A lot of times the best way to move up is to have a bit of an easygoing, be a bit easygoing. I mean, you can be firm and not take advantage of, but you can also just be in the moment and be in the present. I think I might play another song while I look up something on happiness. Let me see. I'm going to just play Print. I'm going to do Rock a Rhythmic, Old Man Wisdom. I'll do this. It's kind of a sad song. 41 years, reflective pop. Here we go.
Lost my mom at 41, saying she lost hers. Guess it's in the bloodline, it feels like a cruel curse. Never asked her how it felt, pain she had to carry. Now I'm in the same boat, so much weight to ferry. Oh, at 41 we're missing, moms were reminiscing. Feel the years, I can't rewind, time just leaves us all behind. Saw her smile through the tears, wonder how she managed. Through the weight of all those years, memories unbandaged. Now in her shoes I'm walking, silent conversations, loud without the talking, living on past relations. Oh, at 41 we're missing, moms were reminiscing. Feel the years, I can't rewind, time just leaves us all behind. Now in her shoes I'm walking, silent conversations, loud without the talking, living on past relations. Oh, at 41 we're missing, moms were reminiscing. Feel the years, I can't rewind, time just leaves us all behind. For the years, I can't rewind, time just leaves us all behind.
All right. That was 41 years. A little something I wrote on Suno. So, the past is dead and the future is imaginary. Live in the present. The past is indeed dead and gone. The future is nothing more than a figment of our collective imagination. So why not live in the present? After all, the present is the only moment we truly have Think about it this way. If you're always dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, you're missing out on the amazing things happening right in front of you. It's like trying to enjoy a delicious slice of pizza while you're thinking about the last one you ate. Or you're going to eat next. You're missing out on the cheesy, gooey goodness in front of you. So, let go of the past. Don't worry too much about the future and embrace the present moment. Live in the now, and you might just find that life is more enjoyable when you're not consistently worrying about what's already happened or what might happen next. Yeah, live in the moment. Life is now. I'm doing this show right now. Now, again, I plan to do this with my partner Joey, but again, unforeseen things happened, and I'm fine doing a show on my own. I certainly have a preference with going with somebody else because that definitely makes it more enjoyable. And again, you can have fond memories of the past, but if they're not fond memories and they're traumatic memories, you should not dwell on them too much. And sometimes we dwell on them as a defense mechanism because, at least for me, I would rework scenarios in my mind how I would react differently, and that was kind of going into the imagination phase of my memories. And again, the past is dead. The future itself is imaginary, and you can plan for the future, but don't. It's not a good idea to dwell on it. And a lot of people, um, they dwell in the past, and they dwelling on the past, and they fantasize about the future, and both can be fun for the mind, but they are not productive, and in the end, they're not necessarily going to make you happy. Living in the present, living in the now is really the best way to go. And not getting angry about things. And I have been angry about the state of affairs lately. But my point with that is I don't want to convince anybody who doesn't believe in freedom of speech and doesn't believe in my right as a human being to express myself. I just as soon have that person not say anything to them, and hopefully they don't say necessarily anything to me. What's the point? Because they don't see me as a full human being that exists on this earth and planet with them. And the one thing that we both should understand is that that I exist, and so do people around me exist. That we both exist. If I'm around somebody else, I should be aware that they exist and their opinions exist. Their opinions may be different than mine, but they exist. And sometimes I do have a problem when opinions are ego-based and they're not based in reality. And that goes with the woke community as well as the red pill community. I'll go into that a little bit later. I'm going to end the show, but I'm just going to just kind of advise people, and this is also for myself, to really focus on the present and be real with your surroundings and find a place that is open and welcoming to you. Anyway, this has been Brian with Transparency and Merit. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below on either my two YouTube channels, which is Transparency and Merit and Inflammatory Talk, and my Transparency and Merit X channel, my Walk Against the Woke X channel, and my Mr. Midnight Movie X channel. Thank you for listening.